A welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the NFL.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Going down the middle, and it's complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Cordero Patterson from 13 yards out. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Now, Dion Lewis to return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. 2nd down here. He's back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. Chris Hogan. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. 1-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Rivers to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Rivers now escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And And with that, the ball game is over. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were... Working out of the gun, Rivers. This will be caught by Brown. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Open man, it's Jeremy Shockey. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He'll look to throw, and he's got the completion to Hopkins. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. This will be caught at the 2. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They come out here in the I. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there with 6 seconds remaining. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th.
I think what we just saw in that drive, partner, is great practice, preparation, and poise. Not only did they score with little time left for them to retaliate, they chewed up enough time along the way while still getting the yardage they needed. That was an impressive drive.
Very methodical. Now barring something crazy on the kickoff, they've got this one. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
One final try now for Brady. He's got time. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun, Rivers. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll give the Seahawks a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? He's going to look deep down the field. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Get them some...
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. 56 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Phillip Rivers taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, the old reliable Devin Hester, the veteran. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. They will run again with Coleman. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough. Now
they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That call was actually a linebacker's dream. A draw play when you're blitzing. Because they're trying to set up and fool you into thinking it's a pass. But because they're doing so, they're actually opening up a crease for you to get through and get to the ball carrier. An excellent play for the linebacker.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Rivers, and this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And now they're in the hurry up. Rivers on first down. This will be caught by Brown. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down now after the incompletion. He'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. And they'll try to save the timeouts to use on defense if need be as he runs up and spikes it. From the 4, it's second and goal. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal. And they'll try to save the timeouts to use on defense if need be as he runs up and spikes it. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And oh no, they spike it here. That was 4th down. So they spike it on 4th down, and they will lose the football. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Yeah. For the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
A big play that time for the Seahawks. 61 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And big problems getting the play out, obviously. This will be a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
Not today, baby, not today.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Cordero Patterson from 13 yards out. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Now it's Ryan. He's got Sanu. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, 72 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
It's Coleman here, and he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time, and the try for two is snuffed out. Welcome back live to Orlando, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A first down throw here for Rivers. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down, Rivers. It's complete to Brown, right side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Again, it's Rivers. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And incomplete here on third down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Rivers on fourth down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game. But, boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And they take him down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Coleman. Room here to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. As that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
From the gun, Rivers. Serve it. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Vic Beasley able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. This will be caught by Brown. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. So completion on second down, that brings up third.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to...
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tavon Austin, 49 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut. I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. Coleman now. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Vontaze Burfict coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
And taken right at the 35. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense?
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Jeremy Shockey, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. it's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a one-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Returnable here for Hester. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. From the gun, it's Ryan. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now Ryan on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Ryan. And yes, he found Toilolo. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Again, Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that play's a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Coleman. And he'll get this one down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
One universal in football, when it's a kicking situation, are you kicking a field goal, an extra point, you're punting, you never want to hear a second thud. That means the block has occurred. Imagine being the guys on the bench right now, the defensive unit. They thought they were going to get a cushion when they went back out on the field. That's no longer there.
And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tavon Austin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Rivers is going to throw for it. He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a 2-score game. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Now Hester will get a shot. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Throwing now is Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Ryan on fourth down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense.
Check, Patriots! Check, Patriots!
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Second and goal now from the 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. My goodness, it'll be a disastrous loss on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, sometimes there are plays that happen that just absolutely defy explanation. I mean, the way he was going, at some point, maybe they're not pursuing him to tackle him. They're just pursuing him to keep letting him lose yardage. Just kind of keep turning him and moving him. Because if you tackle him, yeah, you lose yardage, but this turned out to be way better. I mean, I've not seen this kind of loss of yardage in a long time on this type of play. And it wasn't even like the punter getting it and running around and trying to make... This was a runner. I don't get it at all.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing.
Hello, everybody. Larry Ridley welcoming you to Madden.
Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. On second down, Rivers again. It's complete to Brown, right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough third down awaits them.
Time for a break. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Open man, it's Jeremy Shockey. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Going right side here, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. He's back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. They'll get 23 yards there. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And he comes back with one complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it, eluding the pressure right. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Well, they had guts to go for that, and they got it. Now, if you're the defense, you feel some major pressure, don't you?
Well, they put it on you, haven't they? They've told you that you are the unit they believe in. We'll find out now if they can make it hold up. But, boy, just going for it in that spot.
I know, right?
Amazing.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down. Second down following the incompletion.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference?
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. LeGarrette Blount was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Now Brady. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they'll indeed take a knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of
Welcome in, everyone. I'm your host, Larry Ridley, and this is Madden.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Back 25. Back 56.
They go play action here on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it, no one got it. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Roughing the passer, that's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
This is Coleman. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get 3 up to midfield. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Complete over the middle to Hardy. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now Ryan on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. 2nd and 10 now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And this one is right down Broadway. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Back to throw. His throw incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it, and he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Rivers is going to throw for it. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with... Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. Now 4th down. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. But they will stop him before he gets to the marker, and they will take over after the blocked punt. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
And however form, whether it's over your...
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jonathan Babineau able to get him for a loss of about 3. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got his man, and It's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jeremy Shockey from 6 yards away. And his guys have taken the lead here in the fourth. So they went to the big boy in a big spot late. He provided, and now they're in the driver's seat.
And Brandon, size does matter in this game. All right, you can go to the slot guys, you can do all of that, but rarely have we ever seen a tight end described as diminutive, right? We just don't get that. Big target, big catch radius, that gives you a comfort zone as a guy throwing the football.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw. Finding time. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. They were looking that time to get it to Justin Hardy, and it's third down. He's back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go. It's Ryan on fourth down. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game, although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Throwing here, Rivers. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And they take a knee. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down.
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down. 180. Watch 84, watch 84.
Now Rivers on 4th down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing.
I'm Larry Ridley in Orlando. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Coming up, we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Blues. The Blues come into this one knowing they've got a big challenge ahead of them.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle, it's Amendola. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Martellus Bennett, 77 yards. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This is taken at the 3. And some space here. Touchdown, Chicago. Tavon Austin, 96 yards. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts him in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Will that score you just added on the board, will it energize them? Or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And we get a glance at this defense again. Their secondary, they have some things to sort out. They've given up 3 touchdowns. That last drive was basically all through the air.
No doubt about it. And what they're also hoping is to get their big guys up front going and give them a little cover with some pass rush. Right now, they're not getting that. The leverage battle being won by the offense, and that's really hurting the guys in the secondary. They're carving them right up.
I like that. The former DB making sure that the guys up front are responsible, too.
I'm not trying to throw them under the bus or anything, but maybe I just backed up over them, didn't I?
A little bit. Now a play fake. Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Brady. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now Brady got to have this one. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So now it may look bleak, but this one not over. They do have all 3 timeouts.
Even at this point on the field, where it looks like, you're really backed up, hold them to a field goal. That's the mantra right now. You hold them to a field goal, you still got a chance to take care of business.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jeremy Shockey, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds.
Automatic first down.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Wait, 20, 53, Linda. 55 is mine, guys. 55.
Back to throw, Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Rivers here to throw. Oh, it stays up. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Here's Rivers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
4th down, Rivers. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Rivers to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deep.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh.
Hello, everybody. Larry Ridley welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team. It's the NFL on EA Sports. On deck, we've got a great matchup in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Blues.
From the gun, Rivers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. To the right side, and he's got more complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Rashid Hageman able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. Rivers. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Escaping the pressure right. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Their big tight end from 6 yards away. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover him.
Williams to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. A lone second remains now in this third quarter. They go play action here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tamme, there. And it'll bring up third down. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Ryan. Complete over the middle to Hardy. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And heading back out there now, the Falcons defense here. And in a tight ball game like this, the defense looking for a stop. You kind of, whether you're the offense or the defense, you don't want to be the one to screw this thing up.
No, not at all. And right now, you got to figure that the offense is thinking to themselves, if you just get us the ball, we'll make things happen for you. Just help us out a little bit. And that's what the defense has to have in mind as they trot out here for this series.
Yeah, right now, the offense on the sideline. Can the defense do it?
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
This will be caught by Brown. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Time running out here on the play clock. To throw is Rivers. Going right side here, and that's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. On 1st and 10, Rivers got a man. It's Brown. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
And now we've got a tie game after that touchdown. And you and I both know what that means. Extra point in this situation, this little time left, takes on some extra emphasis, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Now inside the final minute, can they get it and hold on? Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Williams to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. He's back to throw. He's got time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job to Vince.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. I'm your host, Larry Ridley, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Coming up, we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Blues. The Blues.
Back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Here we go.
They'll run the option left. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Play clock winding down. They'll run the option left on second down. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Good, solid, strong run that not only gets them a nice chunk of yardage, but takes the clock under 4 minutes. And now they're going to play situational football. How many timeouts does the opposition have left? How many runs do they need to call to make sure they bleed out those timeouts? But even more importantly, mentally right now, they hold the advantage. They probably have them at the verge of breaking. And what they want to do is finish them off.
They find some open field here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll run the option left. And they go the wrong. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run the option left. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. All right, so the timeout over, and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. But they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you're prime.
Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of the NFL on EA.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Rivers. And he's got the hook up for the first time with Herman Moore. He got 29 yards that time. Back to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Rivers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. An extra defensive back in the game here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is indeed good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me. And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, You're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
They go play action here on first down. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Atlanta. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular.
Larry Ridley here in our Orlando studios, getting you set for this edition.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's scared. Go. 380, set. 55.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And this is taken at the 23. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Rivers now. Over the middle here to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Now Rivers, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And he's got his target. That's more. A big 30-yard play on third. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Rivers now to throw on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
So they're operating in the red zone. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. On second down, Rivers again. This will be caught at about the 3. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Hogan, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll run again with Blunt. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. Third down and 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run.
There goes Martellus Bennett. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Welcome back live to Orlando. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. From the 2-yard line now, it's first and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive line.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Danny Amendola from 4 yards out. And the Patriots add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's got room.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Rob Ninkovich able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. Now a second down throw for Rivers. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Rivers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied, and the Patriots get the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play.
And they're going to get to him. That is going to be a safety. Tom Brady taken down to the end zone. And you don't want to pin this all on the quarterback, even when the pressure's coming. Not easy for them, but that's just something you can't do, is take that sack in the end zone.
No, you can't. But for all defensive line coaches, they're celebrating everywhere. Because what do they tell us in our meetings? It's all about the get-off, beating the offensive line at the snap of the football.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow him to get...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And quickly, they get to the line. 3rd and long for Rivers. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And his throw is incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one. An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. Rivers. He gets it to Brown, complete. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Rivers on 1st down. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the red zone now, Rivers. That is caught. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job one. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
And this is secured by the Patriots. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Brady gives now to Blunt. And this one's... And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Blunt, the lone running back. He's going to get the football. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. They'll get 32 yards there. And it's good enough for a Seattle first. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Back to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
He's back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
Well, the play caller certainly can't enjoy that touchdown because he's got to dial up a 2-point play that can tie things up.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. Rivers is going to throw for it. Flush to his right. And they don't get it. It's incomplete. They got the touchdown, could not, however, get the 2-point conversion to cap it, and they're still down by a pair. And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. Fourth. from the gun, it's Brady. Slant route, caught by Edelman. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. What a spin. And an alley to run. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big play there for the Patriots. 37 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him for a loss of 4. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. And
they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. To throw, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Vontaze Burfict able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. First down, Rivers. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Rivers on 1st down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Brown, right side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. In the red zone this time.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Now Rivers. And that is incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it's 4th down. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the right hash, this from 33.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the 1st down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
The play clock's running down. And they're not going to get the kick off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. 4th down, Rivers. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Welcome back live to Orlando. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the They come out here in the eye. An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
Defense. Still first down.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Cam Chancellor, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise.
And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf. Vontaze Burfict in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And taken right on the 30. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Rivers now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Well, hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
On 2nd down, Rivers again. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Rob Ninkovich coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
A good pickup there, a 22. And now they're in the hurry-up. The first down throw here for Rivers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
This will be caught by Brown. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On third down, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the...
Welcome back live to Orlando. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. To throw is Rivers. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So they really need... Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Shotgun now for Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Brady to throw on second down. Surveying the field. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. On play action, now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Cam Chancellor in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trailed offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. A gain of 39 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. 3rd and goal for Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. They start on the ground here with Blunt. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps.
Welcome back live to Orlando. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it. And it brings up 2nd down.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
They'll run it here with Blunt. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. This is taken at about the 14. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. 117. Working out of the gun. Rivers. Over the middle here to Brown. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete. The tight end, Jeremy Shockey, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. Open man, it's Jeremy Shockey. 14 yards there on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And quickly, they get to the line. Here's Rivers. It's complete to Brown, right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Rivers again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Their big tight end. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is secured by the Patriots. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not under pressure. He's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. Jabal Sheard in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rivers. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Rivers to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And they'll try to save the timeouts to use on defense if need be as he runs up and spikes it. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so now then, the field goal puts you back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if this is not an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, you still got the 2 timeouts, but I think you're right. I think you roll the dice right here.
And this is secured by the Patriots. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Blunt, the lone running back. He'll get the football here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. This is Lewis. And he is going to lose yardage here. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Got a man. It's Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity, just unable to catch.